Hello everyone, my name is Elvie and today I would like to share with you how to take care of your guppies and also some updates on my new fish tank. Let's kick things off by understanding how to tell male and female guppies apart. Male guppies have more vibrant colors and streamlined bodies and they are the real showstoppers. Females, on the other hand, have more subtle colors and are slightly larger. As you can see, the male's gonopodium and the female's fan-shaped anal fin are key indicators of their gender. A male guppy will have an anal fin that is long and narrow with a slightly pointed end. In contrast, a female guppy will have a shorter anal fin that appears triangular. Her gravid spot will be located above her anal fin. In nature, male animals are generally more colorful because they have to compete with other males to attract females. So the male guppies having more vibrant colors are actually increasing their chances of mating. Now, let's talk about the proper way to introduce these lively creatures to your tank. Before all else, make sure to rinse out any dust from the aquarium. Gently add the substrate to the tank. You can use sand, soil, or small pebbles. I opted for tiny rocks. Fill the tank halfway and add decorations. This makes it easier for the placement of the rocks, plants, and decorations for your guppies. You can also recycle the water from another aquarium tank like I did, but before doing that, make sure the water is clear and free from undesirable odors. After that, place an air pump into the tank, which oxygenates and circulates the water in the tank. After you have positioned your equipment and decorations, fill the rest of the tank with water but leave some space at the top. Following this, let's dechlorinate the water. I use the brand Aquadin, but you can use any suitable brands available at your local store. For every gallon of water, simply add 1 or 2 drops of dechlorinator. There are several ways to introduce your new guppies into the tank, one of which is the floating bag method. This is the most common method used as most of the aquarium fish purchased come in plastic bags and it's a very simple technique. To start, keep the bag sealed and let it flow into the tank and for half an hour to equalize the temperature difference. After that, open the bag, gradually add tank water into it and let it sit for another 30 minutes for the guppies to get used to their new condition. If everything looks good, collect the guppies using a fish net and add them to the tank. Remember to monitor your fish for at least 2 to 4 hours to make sure they are comfortable and safe. In my case, since I took these guppies home for care, I made a temporary and comfortable environment for them during the transition. I set up a temporary tank by adding fresh water and made sure it was properly dechlorinated. When I got home, I transferred the guppies to a temporary container and began setting up their tank. I monitored them for enough time to make sure they were comfortable with their new home. With guppies settled into their new home, let's delve into the fascinating world of breeding. Creating the right environment is crucial for these miracles to happen. Stable water conditions should be maintained, keeping temperatures between 24 to 38 degrees Celsius. Provide hiding spaces like plants or decor for your fish so that they have a secure environment. The mating behavior of guppies is very interesting. You will notice that the male guppy will begin jiggling and dancing around the female guppy. This is the courtship of the male guppy, and if the female is interested, she will respond to the approach and move towards the male. During the 4th week, I managed to notice and record my fish mating. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide of guppy care and breeding. Now let me show you my progress throughout the 6 weeks. As the guppies entered their new home, they seemed to acclimate fast and were curious about their surroundings. They wasted no time in exploring their surroundings, inspecting every corner of the tank. These guppies formed an instant bond and swam together. Thankfully, no signs of aggression were observed. They seemed to enjoy each other's company. When it was feeding time, the guppies were eager to approach the food, showcasing healthy appetites. By the 3rd week, I came home to a big surprise. My guppies gave birth to 9 little fries. This was unexpected and I was excited to witness their growth. The little fries were about 0.5 cm in length and they were hard to notice. As the 4th week rolled in, the fries were growing well, but I noticed that the tank was getting a little dirty, so it was time to clean up. I used the siphon method to clean the tank. It's a really simple process, it's all you need is a siphon. Let me show you. Okay, so I took off the cover of the tank. Now we have our tubes. So like I said, I'm going to put one side into the tank and then the other end will go into the bucket. You can't really see, but it's over here. So gently suck the water out, but make sure not to drink it. And make sure that it's lower than the level of your other tube so that water can flow out into the bucket. I
I clean the tank once a week by exchanging 25% of the water and replacing it with fresh dechlorinated water. I use the siphon hose to reach the bottom of the tank, sucking out leftover food and feces. It's important to note that entire water change is not necessary unless your tank is really dirty. Deep cleaning could kill the beneficial bacteria inside the tank, and this will cause the death of your guppies. Hence, you only need to renew 10 to 25% of the water every week. After renewing the tank, I monitored my guppies for the next hour to make sure they were in good condition. By the fifth week, the size of my guppy fries greatly increased and their once delicate bodies began to adopt a more defined shape. Their colors were becoming more vivid. As the guppy fry grows, so does their confidence in navigating their surroundings. They explored the tank with more confidence and interacted with one another. And here we are at the end of 6 weeks. The guppies have come a long way from the tiny fry I first saw. They now measure around 1 centimeter and have a defined shape. Thankfully, all of them survive, including the adult guppies. This marks the success of my guppy culture, and so the growing journey of my guppy fry continues.
That's it for this video. Thanks for joining me today on this guppy adventure. See you next time. Bye!